What is up, Parallel Lives family? What it do? I just wanted to hop on before we head into this episode and let you guys know that Deja and I are on Substacks. I am best found at the at sign at DV, and then Deja is at Deja. We are currently doing informal writing there individually. Also, this Sunday, the 23rd, February 23rd, we are hosting an affinity group. Now, this affinity group will be hosted through Soul Assembly if you're showing up physically, and through Zoom if you're showing up virtually.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, it's like, what is that on my tooth? Okay, it's there.
Hello, what is
Okay.
that on my teeth is crazy as it's
I
supposed to
forgot.
be.
Yes, I just finished eating a slice of pizza. I was like, do I got pizza in my mouth? But no.
Let me see. Let me see. Come closer. You know it'd be blurry. Period. Is that marijuana?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. That's so cute. I love that. Do you do the like little self kits or you get it done?
I got this one done at like some
Okay.
little event. But yeah, no, I can't do it myself. I probably could, but I don't
What
know.
event? What event be doing gems?
It was a cannabis event, funny enough, and it was like a
Makes sense.
cannabis fashion show event, and like the woman was invited in, and she had these for the event because like on trend, so why not?
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, all right, like I'll get it done. Fuck it.
Period. I like it. But you usually have like teeth gems, right?
I have another one here. It's been there
Yeah.
for like 3, 4 years now, and I went and got that one done as well.
3, 4 years.
Yeah, and everybody
Bro,
always so surprised when I tell them that because they're like, mine's only lasted like 2 weeks. I'm like, but I don't do that. Like after I eat, I don't do that. I guess if you do that, it
yeah.
removes it. Like it
Oh, okay,
lessens
okay.
the bonding.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know they lasted
Yeah.
long. I thought they would last like, a couple months. I didn't think years. Years is crazy.
Yeah,
What kind
I've
of
had it
glue
on for
they
years.
using?
The when you get a filler, that at least that's what they did with
Yeah.
mine. That's what how they put it down.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Bro, that's crazy. You about to have that forever. That is
Ye-
fucking insane.
Yeah, and I'm
Yo.
okay with it. I'm okay with it. I want to add
Yeah.
more, to be
And
honest.
so
But
basically, if you're getting a tooth gem, you gotta make sure you like it. Commit to that shit because you about to have it for a little
yeah,
minute. A little minute. Okay.
yeah.
Well, hi everyone. Welcome to Parallel Lives Pods. It's the girls. Deja, Armani. What is do? We're happy to get it to you this week because last week was a fucking trip.
And a half.
It tested our willpower, and unfortunately, I have to say I broke under the pressure. I said, "Fuck this." Oh, we broke under
Technology
the
won.
pressure.
We
Yes,
lost. Yes.
yes, and we apologize for that. But we did say if we miss a week,
Don't ask questions. And there was no one
exactly,
up in them DMs. So thank you.
exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. But we're here, we're live. So let us know, Deja, how you been in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Ish, yeah.
I don't know.
I've been better. I've been better.
It'd be like
That's
that.
for sure.
Bro, did you see the video I sent you? The
I
astrology
just
for
finished
March?
watching the one for March. Yeah, March is about to be a doozy. Like we're really about to be going through it. I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready.
Me neither. Because honestly, low key, February's been kind of chill. Like, I feel like it wasn't too crazy, especially how January was starting. I was kind of scared for
Yeah.
February, but it was more like, okay. And then they said, psych.
That was your break. That was your break. March is coming in again. Maybe April? We get a little break again?
I
I don't
doubt
think
it.
so.
Like, the way things are going, like, I don't feel that for us, but like, I like the optimism. So I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick
And
with that.
listen, the astrology from the beginning said that from the beginning up until
Yeah.
June, you're chugging through it. Like that's the
Yeah.
head down energy. Like you need to kind of be uncomfortable, be with the challenges. Come
Yeah.
of June, you'll see whatever you were going through kind of blossom. Like
Yeah.
that's what
Honestly,
I
I
heard.
think what I'm the most afraid of are the things that like, because I remember she said something about the eclipse, like, oh, it's gonna make you realize any health things that you haven't been. I think that's what I'm the most afraid of because my body's definitely been telling me some things, and I kind of just been like, keep it pushing, and I'm a little
Oh,
afraid. I little just a little scared because the other day I literally was like nauseous and dizzy, like dizzy as fuck. Like room would not stay still, and I don't know why. It's been like symptoms like that, just random symptoms that are kind of scary, but then they go
Yes.
away for a little bit. So I'm like, but yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna suggest a
definitely,
journal. I'm gonna suggest a journal so that you know, but no, like I felt dizzy and I ate X, Y, and Z
yeah.
today, or I've had this amount of liters of water, or like I did a walk for this long, whatever.
Yeah,
Just so
I
that you
do
can,
that in my little on my Stardust app, like the period tracker. They have
yeah,
like a note section, and I'll put stuff down like that. And my thing is like even if I did go to the hospital, I have a thing of like downplaying it. So like if I go to doctors, the way I talk about it isn't ever the way I'm experiencing it. So they kind of just like, oh, it's not that deep, and I'm like. Meanwhile, I was like curled over because like my lower abdominal hurt so bad, type shit. But yeah,
yeah. I do the same thing. I refuse to go to the doctors too. Like this, this past week I was late like 9 days for my period.
yeah.
So instant panic. Like I
Why?
instantly think, why was I late?
No, why were you panicking? I feel like periods are always late.
No, at least not for me. Like the
No?
shorty be on time, but she was late last month. And instant panic is because I'm not on birth control. I
Yeah.
be out here just free willing, hoping that Johnny does what he gotta do in the matter of time, so that we're good. Yes. So I was like, did you not do what you were supposed to do? Like, what's going on here?
You're stressing me out. I just got hot flashes. You're stressing me
He
out.
was stressed too because he came right after my last class, had already ordered one to the house so that we could take the test together because he was panicking. I'm not though, because I got it 3 days later. I think I'm just, so what I looked up is it the matter of over exercising, like teaching
Yeah.
classes, working out,
Yeah.
all that
Can
on my
suppress your
period.
period. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on an irregular schedule now, which is like not fun. Like I like to know
Mhm.
when she's coming, you know. Now I'm playing games. I'm playing guessing games of how long it's gonna be for because it seems shorter as well. So yeah,
Yeah. I'm kind of used to that because ever since taking out my Nexplanon, when we were in
yeah.
Colorado, was it when we were in Colorado or before Colorado? I think it was when
I
we were
think a
in.
little bit before.
No, it was when we were in. Yeah, I remember I saw one of their I saw a doctor down there. It wasn't that bad. Anyways, yeah, after that, like I haven't gotten a regular period since. Like my little Stardust thing would be like, "Oh, it's coming this day." And meanwhile, 5 days later, that's when I'll get it. Or like 7 days later, or like 3 days later. Yeah. So, honestly, irregular periods aren't too crazy. Like you start to get like what the range is for her. Like she's kind of
Okay.
predictable like that. Like if it's 9 days, maybe your range will be 9 days every single
I
month
think,
within the.
yeah.
But it happens, dude.
I'm just glad I.
Type shit. That hello. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, that's fair.
So
What
yeah,
else?
but not that happened. I'm trying to think what we were talking on Valentine's Day
Yeah.
or the wait day before Valentine's Day, Thursday.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day came, and unfortunately, I am in the midst of experiencing my actual first like grievance. My mom's husband passed away on Friday.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got the call at like midnight, and I was like, "You're joking!" Like I was dead asleep. Like everybody, Calvin's texting me, blowing my phone up, and yeah. So
Oh my god.
I've
I'm
just
so
been like,
sorry.
it's okay. I've been like dealing with that, you know, and like trying to figure out like today's my first day like back to like life, like
Yeah.
working and being
Yeah.
out and dealing with that. Just more so concerned for my like little sister and my mom, honestly, like just trying to be there for them.
Yeah. Oh my god. You have to send them my condolences, especially your
I
sister.
will.
Like that's really. Yeah. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, it's been a lot, but it's really nice to kind of just see like I think the family from both sides, like my dad, Vanessa, and Javi have still been like checking in on me, like asking how my mom's doing, what they can do, where they're at.
Hmm.
And then my grandmothers flew in, so they came back on Saturday. So like they're here, which I think is nice to just kind of support my mom.
Yeah.
But that's been a lot within itself. And then still trying to find ways to enjoy like what Valentine's is all about, like that love aspect, like that
Yeah.
coming together. So Johnny took the day off just because I had called him like when I found out because I was like, I think someone else should know. But also Kelvin was texting him like, "Where's my sister? Like she needs the answer." So we found time to kind of like go out and have a dinner.
Yeah.
Um, which was nice, but it put it into perspective that I don't know, like I don't want to say I'm selfish, but I think like I had such a like I want to take you to this restaurant. I want you to experience this. I want this. I want this. To then us getting there and it not being all that.
Yeah.
So I was just so like bummed out. I was like, oh my God, like it was supposed to be this cute little restaurant. What he ordered was not good. I tried it. It was not good.
It'd be
I was
like
like,
that.
damn, this sucks. She forgot to put our order in, so we were there for an extra like 35 minutes just waiting because she never put our order in.
That's fucking
Um,
crazy.
yes.
What is the name of this?
And it's called Reno's. It's a small like Italian restaurant over in East Boston, and like it was on Divers and Diners, so like some Food Network show. So like it's been rated like super well, like it's good. I've been there before, but I don't know for some odd reason this time when we went, it really was not up to par. The first time
Yeah.
I went with my mom, I was like, yeah, like this place is it. No, I was like, we were better off going to have tacos, some heart shaped
Right.
tacos at that.
Right.
Um, and that was it. But aside from that, like I went to work on Saturday. Sunday, had it off because right now, girl, over here in Massachusetts, no one needs to be outside. It's snowy, icy, slushy, disgusting, freezing. Wind is whipping like Colorado. Like if you remember them winds up in Colorado,
Yep.
that's what we have now. That's what we have now.
Yeah.
This is not it. I need to
I
be home.
mean, it'd be like that because I think Bostonians need to come to grips with the fact that our winter doesn't really start until January. Like that's when the winter really, really starts, and it goes all the way right up to spring, and then boom, all of a sudden it's spring. Or not
Yes,
even. It would be skipping spring sometimes. It'd be like from 0 to 100. But like, yeah,
you're right, because that's literally what my Uber driver said. He was like, January, February is when winter really starts here. Like,
yeah,
he's like,
fact.
I think after COVID, people forgot, like, that that's what it is, because I'm telling you, they don't clean the streets no more. They, like, yes, like, the only main streets get clean. Fuck a pedestrian, fuck your walking feet, fuck you having to be out. You're out on the street with the cars, because they're not even the biker lanes are clean. Like, there's no bikers outside right now. They're home. They're home.
As they should, as they should. But that's crazy, bro. That's crazy,
It's been crazy. It's been crazy.
bro. We had a little glimpse of winter last week in the sense that like it was cloudy most of the week, and I was like, damn, this sucks. Then meanwhile,
This
it was
sucks.
1 week. That's it.
This sucks.
I'm
Like,
being
I
spoiled.
swear.
Yeah.
No, you are being spoiled, but I swear it's been like from Thursday to like Sunday, just a reminder of like more snow, more whatever
Damn,
nonsense,
bro.
slush or rain. And it's like everybody's like tired. Like, can we get spring
Yeah.
already? Like, can this be over?
We got some time. We got some time. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
we
y'all got
sure
some time.
do. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Someone take my lease.
Listen, do it, man, do it. If you actually are trying to sublease that or sublet it, it's called. You should actually do
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I've been considering it because I've been doing applications, right? Because like the whole
yeah,
family was, I don't know if you know, but your mom like moved to some place. So
yeah,
whatever, wherever she moved, that whole application got sent around to the whole family.
yeah,
And funny enough, they were like, sorry, we're super behind on construction right now. So we're not taking applications till September. And I said,
yeah.
thanks.
My mom moved that weekend that I was there. I remember when she picked us up on Friday, she was like, well, she was supposed to move Friday, but and then she had to go to the hospital for pacemaker things. And yeah, that's when I found out she was moving that day. She was like, we just have to stop somewhere real quick. I was like, okay, and we stopped at Dollar Tree. I'm like, why you need all this tape? And she's like, oh, we're moving. Oh, okay. I'm like, nice. Good to know, girl. Yo,
Yeah, but
yeah.
it's a nice place though. Like it's in the outer skirts area, like it's in Chestnut Hill, Wellesley area. And I was like, okay, we all did the application. We're waiting till September now.
That's actually hilarious.
Your mom got locked in. Like she locked in with the quickness. That's for sure.
As she
So
does.
I'm
As she does.
listen, I'm still looking. I'm still doing my little applications. I'm waiting, but I don't plan on being there come up when the lease is done, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's fair. You want to move outside of Boston.
I'm debating because there's so many different like factors. It's a matter of like I really want to just get my own spot. So
Mm-hmm.
depending on how the economy goes and if that's feasible,
Mm-hmm.
great. Yes. If not, I want to see if Moret is willing to do like a two-bedroom kind of situation.
Yeah.
And then other person was Javi too, a two-bedroom with him because
Mm.
he's like, I don't want to be here with grandma forever. And I was like, I get that, but like you've been
Yeah.
with grandma forever. I think you're staying with grandma forever. But
Yeah.
whatever. Um, and then yeah, and Johnny wants to buy a house. So
Yeah.
That's also another factor. There's many different factors going on play right now.
It really be like that when everything's up in the air.
Yeah.
It really do. But I wish you the best of luck in whatever it is,
Thank you.
whatever the vibes are, wherever the world takes you, or wherever you choose to go.
I'm here for the adventure, that's for sure.
It'd be like that. Mm, what's happening? Well, Valentine's Day was on Friday, and I'm so cute. I'm literally like the best girlfriend ever. Like, I am so freaking cute. Like, I made chocolate covered strawberries because that was the first thing that I made us when we first started dating. I made like a, what are those called? Like a cobbler?
A
Is that
cobbler?
right? Like a
Like a peach,
cobbler.
like a
It was a
pie, like a peach
blueberry.
cobbler?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
blueberry and strawberry cobbler. I made that
Hmm.
because I told you I'm in my baking bag, man. I am doing
Yes.
the damn thing. And then I made steak with French fries, but I made the French fries like Bojangles, which is like a fast food joint down here that Taylor loves their fries so much. So I made it like that with broccolini, and then I cut out a whole bunch of little hearts and like sprinkled them on the floor so it made like a pathway. And then on either side, I put like a walk down memory lane because they have a box full of like damn near everything we've sent to each other, created together, pictures, a whole bunch of shit that I found in the closet. And I was like, oh my God. So I put it on either side. So it was a walk down memory lane. And I was at the end of the walk because, like, you have to, like, it's me, you know? Um, and what else did I do? Oh, I cut out bigger hearts and I put them on the walls, like a wall decoration. I almost made them cry, which is like, high praise because I was like, I really ate that thing up. I really did. And it's cute too because I like kind of gave the impression like I wasn't going to get anything. And then I waited till they went to work and I sent them flowers, but it wasn't just flowers, it was Lego flowers because they love Legos and they'll never die. And so I sent them Lego flowers and we've been talking about the little peelable mangoes. I don't know if you've seen them on TikTok, but they're a candy. They're a candy, and you peel them and you eat the mango, and you can also eat the peel, but the whole thing is a candy. We saw those on TikTok, wanted to try them, been seeing them when we go do DoorDash, and we're like, bro, we have to try them. And so I sent that too. And yeah, it was very cutesy. It was very zoomer. Oh, and then I set up a little sipping paint, and we didn't have wine, so I made like cranberry juice with a whisper of vodka, okay? Like the a whisper of vodka. You could hear the vodka, you couldn't taste it. You know what I mean? It was a very small amount, but it was a sip and paint. And I gotta show you the peelable mangoes. They're
I've never. Are they
okay.
good?
I think they're no, I think they're trash. They taste disgusting. I'm telling you, they taste like chemicals. So it
Oh,
looks
it's
like this,
tiny. I was not expecting it to be that small.
bro. You peel it,
Oh, they look so satisfying.
and then there's a little mango inside.
And it's not
So you
giving
have the
like
inside.
artificial mango tasting.
No, it does. Yeah, it does. But you have the inside and the peel. Eh, both are edible. They taste like plastic. Really nasty.
Kind of
Disgusting.
interesting. Just so you can say I peeled it and like
This
I
is
had the
that.
whole experience.
They sell them at TJ Maxx or on TikTok.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
But we did a sip and paint. These are magnets, but they're also small canvases. And I did this
So
one,
yeah.
and they did this one. And you put them together, and it's the night and day.
Oh my God, yeah.
So that's what we did. It was a very cute,
That
very
sounds so
cute little.
cute.
It was a cute little vibe, and I was like, wow. And just like I'm like, I would date me. You know what I mean? Like I would date the fuck out of me. Like oh my god, like I'm just a girl. So that was nice. What else? Oh, I finished the fantasy book that I was telling y'all about the last time. I think I finished that bitch in like a week. It was good.
I was gonna say it has to be
It
good
was
then.
good. Yeah. Yeah. See, okay, so a couple months ago I had read the first chapter to Taylor and it didn't catch me, so it was just kind of sitting there and then finally I read it because I couldn't be on TikTok for real, which I've been on it more recently cuz the For You page has been hearing me.
Yes.
But as soon as I picked that bitch back, it was over. Especially them last like 100 pages, I didn't put the book down for an
Oh my
entire
God.
evening. I was just until it was done. It was really good. It was an 8 out of 10. I found out the last time I was like this, do you remember, was when I was reading The Firekeeper's Daughter?
Yes, because
Yes.
you made me read it. Yes, that's how. Yeah, yeah,
It was great. That book was great. It
yes.
was written by an indigenous woman. This book is also written by an indigenous woman. That's what it is. Like, indigenous people are like impeccable
Storytellers.
storytellers. Like, it is so freaking good. I'm like, girl, how you did that like that? Oh my god. And it's funny too, because when I first started reading this, I was like, I realized it was a series, and I was like, I'm not reading the whole series.
You're
I'm
about
reading
to.
the whole fucking series. I'm reading
Yeah.
the series. I'm locked in. Like, she got my money. Take it, because I'm ready to go. But I listen. It's really good. You should try it. It's an 8 out of 10. Again, I'm not a fantasy reader, but it's good. The storyline is there. The plot is there. The romance is kind of sprinkled. She makes you wait for it though. Bro, they didn't bump no coochies. They didn't bump no coochies. All right, we got a little taste of something at the very end. Goddamn, but I didn't get no full sex scene. I was very upset. Fucking, it was. I don't do that to me. And they better give it to me in the next book. I know that. I know that. And it better be
They
within the
waiting.
first. No, the first 100 pages. They better be bumping coochies, okay? It was really good. I really liked it. What else? It reignited my like passion for writing, which was nice. So I started looking into like some freelance writing things that I'm gonna try to get into because I'm feeling it. I really am. I really am. Yeah, nothing else crazy. I had a spooky vibe on Sunday because it was like cloudy, and I was like, ooh, I want to watch something. Want to watch something spooky. Ooh, ooh. And so we watched Vampire Diaries. We got 2 episodes in, and I was like, I feel depressed. I feel depressed. This is why I don't watch spooky shit. Anything with like a dark theme, a dark vibe, always just makes me feel so after.
I wouldn't even say Vampire Diaries is spooky though. Like it's
What do you mean? It's
quite the
spooky.
opposite. Quite the opposite.
When I know something's gonna jump out, I'd be like this.
No, what's spooky is what's that new movie that was on Netflix? I watched it. It was Food or something.
Huh?
Yo, it was like in the top 10 of like movies to watch, and it was it Food? It was called something.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the trippiest thing ever, ever. Like, I'm meal prepping, right? No, I have to tell y'all because if anybody ain't watched it, y'all gonna need to watch this. Like, this girl gets invited with this guy she's dating to go to this extravagant, like, one-on-one chef, like, date.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bunch of rich people. They all go on this boat to this island to have this extravagant full course meal to find out that they're all gonna die. Like, the chef is there to kill them. So, like, the chef seems like a sociopath. Like, he's just not fully there.
Wait, they find
And
this out? Like they find out as they're
yes,
on the thing? Okay.
they're like eating, like they're already in their second entree, and like he just shoots his sous chef, and he's like, "Oh, it's just part of the scene." Like, you know how they always say like food has like a story to it, like there's always something to it. That happened, and then so their last meal, they go, "Okay, man, you guys have like a quick 30-second head start to head off the island. If we find you, you're dead. If we don't find you, you get to live." They find everybody, boom, but they bring them back. The girl tries to call police, but the police was in on it. So like the police shows up like, ha ha ha, like ain't nothing happening here. But funny enough, she was the one who ended up getting to leave. Everybody else died that night. And he kind of lit them up like some marshmallows. Like they had to dress up. He did the fire, everything.
That's
Like
fucking
it was
crazy.
really good. Like it was really good. And I was like, I like this. I'm over here meal prepping myself, like tripping out, like, God. But yeah, that was
No.
good.
Hell no. Are you
Yeah,
kidding? Hell
you
no.
should
If
watch
I
it.
watch something like that, you're gonna have to give me the grippy socks. I don't do well with any dark themes. I really don't. I'm talking about Scooby Doo level. I think people be thinking I'm joking. Like the Chupacabra one too. That one really gets me.
That one, yeah, that one was a little scary. But like, I don't
Yeah.
mind this. Like, this was like on your edge. Like, what is going on? Like,
And the thing is,
yeah.
sometimes I will get that vibe where I want to feel a little spooked, where I want to feel a little something, and then I'll follow it, and then I regret it after every time. Every single time. And sometimes I'll go on TikTok for the little vibe, like where people tell you, I don't know, like a conspiracy theory, or like I was listening to this one podcast for a while, and it was like myths and stuff like that. So I heard about the Mothman and a whole bunch of other shit. But it's like, I don't want to, after a while, I don't want to hear it. Don't make me sad. Don't make me
Yeah,
sad.
no.
I
I
can't
can
do
only do
it.
so much. That was it. Like,
That's
that's all I did mostly. I was like, I'm not really much of a TV watching girly, but like that was one show that I can tell y'all about.
hell no. I was also thinking, if you could be immortal, would you?
If I can be in Wordle?
Immortal.
Immortal, would I?
Yeah. And I'm not
I don't
talking
think
about
so.
like any specific thing, like not vampire or whatever. I'm just talking about immortality.
I don't think so.
No?
No,
Why?
no. I wouldn't want to stay to live forever while everybody else besides me starts to die. I think that would be sad.
Yeah.
And two, I want to know what happens after. Like I want to know
Um,
what happens to me after. Like I want to know if there's like a spirit realm and we're all
yeah.
just chilling there waiting for our next life mission to kind of go on and be reborn. I want to know where I
What if
go.
you don't know? Like, what if there's no way to know? Like, what if, like,
Yeah, because that's something I think about too. Because I'm just like,
yeah.
okay, like maybe I won't know, but I don't want to be attached to just this one body when I am capable of, many lives prior and thus to come to be in
Mhm.
different forms. And that I think I would want to experience, even if I don't get to remember, even if I won't even know who the hell I was now to the next to
Yeah.
past.
That's fair. I think I would do it.
You would do it?
Sometimes I'm like, no, because for that same reason, like the idea of seeing everyone you love die, like that's kind of crazy. But then also, like, I want to know what happens with life. Like humans, do we
Well,
make it?
yeah,
Not make it? But then also that makes me think, like, what if humans do go extinct and I'm the only motherfucker alive and it's like the last human on Earth? You know what I mean? That would suck. But then
yeah,
maybe I could see like the next whatever it is being born or created or whatever. Like sometimes that shit is cool. And also I have a fear of death. So the idea of never dying is kind of lit. And then, there's many lives you get to live. And if you're not afraid of dying, think of how many things you will do just because you're not afraid of dying. So like risks that I wouldn't take previously, like jump off that cliff, no thought. You know what I mean? Just off of it. Or shit like that. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I do also want to know what happens. I want to know what happens. I want to know what the fuck this is all about. All of those things, but and again,
hmm
seeing people I love die, stuff like that, that makes me sad. But like, I would do it though if I was given the opportunity. As long as I didn't have to like become a vampire or whatever the fuck, I would do it. Or if it wasn't like something dark, like you get to be immortal if you always kill one person a year or some shit like that and like steal their life. If it's not, if it's some dark shit like that, I don't want it. I don't want it. But if it's like no strings attached, and I want to have one way that I can die, because you know how like in all the movies they're like, oh, like being immortal is like against nature, so there's like always a loophole. Like for example,
yeah.
vampires have the sun in some tales or the stake, and then shit like that. I would want there to be a loophole in case it did get really bad here, and I'm just like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Take it. Something
Fair enough.
stupid like if you pull my
Yeah.
toe, I don't know. But I was thinking about that, and I was also thinking. My other question is, do you think
Hmm.
people can really change?
Yes and no.
Okay, tell me more. I agree. By the way.
I think we're capable of change.
Mhm.
But I think when we really want to, like, I think it has to come from us, or at least something has to have been hitting, like us in our face so many times, like banging against the wall where you're like, okay, hold on, I can't get past that. But
Mhm.
I don't think you change in the way where you're able to stop it. I think you realize, like, hold on. And then you find, I don't know, like an alternative route.
Mhm.
And that's, I think, a little bit of change, but I don't think it's like a 360 change. Like, I think, like, for me, for example, yes, I'm not mad and angry and cussing everybody out 24/7. Yes, I have a way of controlling that, but she's still there. And I still
Mhm.
like, there's parts of it that come out. So I'm like, I'm not fully changed, but I've piped down a little bit. So that's why I say yes and no. And then I can name other examples too, because I'm just like, there's still parts that are there, but it's just like, not God, and I don't know. I think of change as like a full 360, like you just
A full
changed.
180? Yeah, no.
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah,
agree. I agree. I think it's a yes and no too. I think you can change, but I disagree in the point where you're like the free will bit. I don't think it comes from free will, which is crazy because I actually used to think that. But I think unfortunately our brains models are just too good at keeping us the way that the neural pathways were created for free will to be the thing that changes it. I think that there are in your transformative years, like your earlier years of life, where you're really like your brain is set up to change because you're supposed to
yeah.
learn and gather from your environment and from mentors and from school. Like In those years, in your formative years, that's what it is. In your formative years, I think free will is enough. I do. I think like, oh, I really want to do this thing, and so you implement it and you're able to. But after those years, I don't think free will is enough. I don't think someone in their 40s or 50s can just be like, I want to change this part of myself and free will be the thing that changes them. I don't think that's true. I think it has to be something that changes the brain, that allows you to change that neural pathway, that model. So something like traumatic, unfortunately, that's a big enough event that your brain kind of gets shaken up, and it kind of forces you to change how you see reality, because reality has changed. So in those crucial moments, you can implement change. Or like big traumatic things that are outside of death, like losing a house or losing a job, shit like that. Or like um voluntarily taking on something that will change your brain. So like medicine, if you took like Lexapro or fucking whatever the fuck else, or um what is it called? Like psychedelics. I think that's another thing that at any stage of your life, if you took that, you could, because it changes like your brain a little bit, you could implement change through that. So I think like yes, you can change, but it depends where you are in life. And if you don't implement the right ways of changing, then no, you can't. And I also agree that yes, you can change, but it's never in a way that you completely erase the old versions of yourself, which I think is actually beautiful, because I think you're meant to hold on to the older versions of yourself so you can learn from it, so you can
Mm-hmm.
implement it, and because it makes you who you are in a way, not in like it makes you who you are so you're only that type of way, but in a way that's like, this is something that made you who you are, in the sense that it molded you, like you experienced it, so now you have skills from it, or stories, or what have you, fears, wishes, dreams, whatever. So yeah, yes and no, and also depends on where you're at in your life, and that will determine how you do it. And then also, it's never a complete clear slate, unless you have amnesia or something like that, then you get a clear slate. And even then you probably don't, because there's muscle and memory, and there's like, again, the neural pathways that are built whether you know them or not, shit like that. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and honestly, I hope that isn't daunting, because when I started thinking about it, at first it was a little daunting, where I was like, damn, we really don't have as much free will as we think we do. But then also, it's like there's always a loophole. There's always a loophole. You can always kind of play with what you got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that was on my mind.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. What's been on my mind is recently, like on
Yeah.
Wednesday, and it was through the Zen Center. So at first, like we started off like meditating, and like we just kind of like shared our experiences or like what's been on the heart. And there was like a prompt, and it was like relating to anger.
Mm,
And it was like, does anger kind of ever not like dissipate, because like anger can coexist with happiness, or like vice versa, like they can both coexist.
mm-hmm.
But it was to the point of like that anger you feel in that rage, how can that be cultivated or transformed into not resilience, but something that isn't so harmful yet so much rage, but can be
Mm-hmm.
used as like your turmoil to create the change you want to see. So it's combating what is causing you anger, you know?
Resolve,
Uh,
yeah. Transmute it into resolve.
and that's like what I've been pondering, because I'm like I don't know, like I think it's what we see more so than now ever as a collective. Like everybody's angry with how the world is, with what's going on, but we hit a plateau. Like we're just so angry that we all just complain and nag, and
Yeah.
that's it. Like
That's
there's
because it's
no,
not. Yeah,
there's,
I agree. I think it's because there's different types of anger. Like, we are experience the type of anger where you just feel it and you don't take action. I think it's called contempt, where like it's more resentment than it is anger. And resentment and contempt kind of have this stillness to it. It kind of just like is sitting there. Like when you have resent for a person in your that you have a relationship with, whether it's friend, family, romantic, you're still in the relationship most of the time, because it kind of just sits there. Rage, on the other hand, sacred rage, not impulsive rage, but like the type that you allow to boil, and you allow to kind of rise, and you allow to dictate, and like kind of like determine what your next steps are, you allow yourself to take like aligned action with it, that type of like rage, that sacred rage. I think that is what people lack. Because if you have that type of rage in a relationship, you can even think of it in like the unhealthy rage. If you have any rage, you're gonna do something. You're gonna do something. If it's an unhealthy rage, you might crash out, you might blow up on someone, you might cut off a relationship, you might fuck someone up, whatever. But if it's a sacred rage, if it's a healthy rage, then you're gonna take the aligned action and you're gonna execute it. I think a lot of people have resentment and contempt right now, and I think even more than that, a lot of people have learned helplessness. And I remember we learned helplessness in my first and only semester that I took of college so far, where we learned about, I think he was a psychologist who had dogs in cages, and he would shock one side of the cage, like the flooring of it, and they, because we're adaptive, would learn to go to the other side that wasn't shocking. And then he did it to that side, and they again adapted to go to the other side. Then he would shock the entire flooring. So no matter where they went, they were getting shocked, they were getting electrocuted. So they were learning that no matter where they went, they were going to experience pain. What shocked him was when he opened the door and continued to like shock the floor, thus electrocute them, they didn't leave. That phenomenon is called learned helplessness, where you experience like trauma and prolonged pain for so long that you kind of tell yourself there's nothing I can do about it, even when the fix, the solution is right in front of you. Just get out the cage. Learn
Yeah.
helplessness. So I think it's a little bit of like contempt and learned helplessness put together, and now you have people who feel but not strongly enough to do something about it. Feel but don't trust that they can actually see about the change that they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
I think
think
that's
the
fair.
answer is sacred rage. You just have to tap into rage. Like the type of shit you can't sit down, but like express it in a way that doesn't hurt yourself or others.
And I think it's that, and that's what I was like, because I feel like it's a part of it is also the fact that like majority of us humans don't like to feel certain emotions, and whether
Mm-hmm.
it's anger, sadness, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it may be, anything in between. I think it's that. It's
Back.
like you might be okay with that first level, how you kind of described it, where it's like
Yeah.
there, but you're like, okay. But to kind of keep going down where you're super pissed, oftentimes people are fed that idea of like fake positivity. Like, you always need to be happy,
Mm-hmm.
you always need to be good. Like, being angry is not going to get you nowhere. So, like, if they actually have to sit there and get super pissed, I don't think they will, or even to use that as a sense of motivation to do some sort of change. I don't think like it's not, it doesn't seem capable or feasible to them neither. So,
Yeah. I think toxic
sacred rage.
positivity, facts. I think toxic positivity was given to us by people who are agents of the systems that we want to change. I don't think that they necessarily, I'm not saying it in like a conspiratorial way. I'm not saying like they knew this is what they were doing. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that sometimes as humans, we will give out rhetoric that harms us without knowing. So like the whole toxic positivity will stop people from taking aligned action and enacting change in their life because they're told don't even see it as a problem. You know, type shit, like don't even like that is so that's only going to bring more no. And to that, I would say people know how to manifest with anger. Think about anytime you stub your toe and you're pissed off, and the next thing you know, your phone drops, and it's another reason to get angry. You can manifest with anger. We literally do it all the time as humans. You just have to be able to again have that like aligned action. Get clear on what you actually want, and use the energy. Energy is energy. You get it started, it's gonna go somewhere. It has to go somewhere. So unfortunately, I think toxic positivity are just they're just another way of saying the same BS that we've been told in just other forms. And again, I don't think the people who say that know that that's what they're doing, because I've gone through a phase where I was going through toxic positivity. I don't think it's like I'm trying to keep you locked into this one way of being. It's just like, no, this is what I feel to be true at this moment, and then hopefully you evolve past that phase and you see, oh, that actually was harmful. You know?
I know. Yeah, because I think there was a point where I was like, I think like when you start kind of unlocking like spirituality or connecting with
Yes.
yourself,
Yes.
that part kind of be is like, oh no, I can't do that. Or like, oh no, I'm feeling good, you know? Yeah. So you can see they're too much to the positive toxic side of not on your middle equilibrium. So yeah,
Facts.
I'm in
I
there.
agree. And honestly, I get it because I think it's just like you start to open up this new way of seeing things, and you so badly don't want to go back to the old way that you kind of push it away with all you can, and you don't yet realize you're not at the stage yet where you can understand that anything you push away, you're just calling to yourself 10 times, tenfold. So I don't
Yes.
know, it's just a part of the journey. It's a part of the journey, for real.
Honestly, though, yeah.
I respect that. Okay, my last question, which leads us into what we wanted to talk about. What you doing if the apocalypse dawns?
What am I doing if this apocalypse dawns? A part of me kind of says I want to run, but because, like,
Oh,
obviously that's what one should feel like to do.
facts, facts, facts.
But I also feel like I want to find, like, an underground, like, little passage. And I'm convinced maybe I can survive and stay. And, like, I don't know, get, like, zapped into, like, another timeline portal. And I only say that because this was, like, an actual show I watched. And that's what
What,
happened.
the
The
100?
briefcase. Is it no, not the 100. Fuck, what is it called? It's like four of them that their dad like did scientific things on them, and they each have like powers. And there's one that like he's an old man, but he looks like a 13-year-old boy, and he has the briefcase, and that's like what saves him from the apocalypse. But since they did so much time traveling, they created the apocalypse.
What?
So like, yeah, because the
What's the
briefcase,
show?
I don't even fucking remember the name.
Bro, you gotta tell me what it is, because I'd actually watch this. This actually sounds
This
good.
this is good. Let me see. But that's kind of what I would want to do. Like, either I'm going underground to save my ass, or I'm running,
Mm,
and I'm running for dear life, and I don't know where I'm gonna run to because it's apocalypse. But I'm gonna run.
fair. Honestly, bro, it really depends on what the apocalypse looks like. Like some things I don't want to live through it. I don't want to live through it. What the fuck I look like? That's not living. That's just surviving. I don't want to do that. I'm fighting right now to go from survival to thriving. What the fuck I want to survive for the rest of my life for? Hell no. That's some things though, like, and I'm talking about like, zombies. I don't want to live through it. Nuclear warfare. I don't want to live through it. I probably won't. No one probably will survive that. Anything that I have to go into a fucking bunker for, I don't know. I don't know if I want to live in that. Then again, actually, no. I don't think there's any apocalypse I want to live through. I don't think there's any, because what are the options? Like, what are we really being faced with? I mean, okay, one apocalypse I could live through is like a cataclysmic fucking event. Like if the earth turns on people and fucking tsunami here, fucking raining fire there, volcanoes there. If I could survive that, I probably would. Like if I could survive it, I would. Like I would choose to if I could. You know what I mean? Like if I found myself in a little plot of land that somehow wasn't getting touched by any of this shit, then
Right.
I would be like, all right, I'll see what, because who knows what could happen from this. This could be good. It could be good. A new start to civilization. You know what I mean? Back to the caveman days, but with the knowledge of some things. The whole idea of like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like, if it's something like that, okay, I can fuck with that. But not this shit that I've been hearing. So
Yeah, I need to see proof of this. I need to
okay.
see the spiders coming from the sky, and I need to see the red water. I need to see it.
I might say all these names wrong. That's my disclaimer. But Rimac River in Lima, Peru, is their primary water source, turned a striking blood red color. Officials assured residents that the water remains safe for consumption, attributing the discoloration to pollutant from industrial plants and mines in the surrounding Santa something basin. So imagine this: your primary source of water. You step outside, it looks blood red. You telling me you don't feel like that's the apocalypse? Sure, they attributed it to pollutants, but still, like, that's
And you tell
crazy.
me I can still drink it? That's the more
That's
concerning
the
part.
crazier. They're like, don't worry, just you're
You
fine,
have
huh?
enough pollutions up in the air that you're breathing. You can drink the water. At this point, like you were fine.
My thing is like that.
Hmm.
Either way, even if you do know the source, that is scary, bro. That is scary. Because even if it's not like apocalypse in the sense that this water just magically turned to blood, it's still an apocalypse because y'all letting people dump shit in the water that I'm meant to drink, and you're telling me it's okay. Okay, I guess that's
It's like
less of apocalypse and more of a dystopia, but whatever. You get what I'm saying.
it's given like our polar springs up here. That's why they say we can't have the cold spring water no more.
type shit. There's another place in Buenos Aires, Argentina. It's in a suburb. They had water that turned bright red, accompanied by a strong odor. Authorities collected water samples, suggesting that the cause could be an organic dye. Residents suspect illegal dumping by local leather and textile factories. Again, though, you go outside, you're in a suburb, and your water is bright red. That's scary. Even if they say they know where it's coming from. Again, it might not be an apocalypse, but it's looking real dystopian. Either way, I don't wanna fuck with it. I don't like it. And then the spider rain. The spider rain that happened was in Brazil, okay? I don't know how to say it. Sao Thomas das Letras. I don't know. You know how they say shit with their accents and stuff. It was in Brazil. Residents witnessed hundreds of spiders appearing to, quote, rain from the sky. Okay? That's fucking scary. Again, though, we know what happened. Experts explain this as a natural occurrence where spiders construct a massive web during mating rituals, creating the illusion of spiders descending from above. Again, we know the source of it, but it doesn't make it any less scary. I'm going about my day, and spiders are raining from the sky, bro. I'm dead on the spot. Are you kidding? I'm dead on the spot. I'm scared.
To be so for real, what this is reminding me of, for some odd reason, like when you first told me this and you sent me all those videos,
Yeah.
I will never forget. When I was in Colorado, the little boy told me, "Have you heard of a thing called the siete trompetas?"
No.
And the seven trumpets in English. It's when you hear like weird stuff like this start to happen, but you'll also hear like a sound, like a trumpet sound, and each of us will hear it. Like not all here in America, some motherfuckers will hear it, all around the world. And
Yes.
once you hear the seventh one, it's the skies open. That's the apocalypse. Like God's coming, they say, and it's done. Like you're done. The
Yeah,
world's done.
okay. So I've never heard that term, no, but my mother, okay, for the listeners, my mother is a deeply religious woman. She wasn't always religious in the sense that she is now, but she's incredibly religious now. I'm sorry to say, I do think she's in a cult. I do think a lot of religions are cults, and that's another thing, but that's neither here nor there. We're focusing. She'll often say that like the apocalypse is coming, like the end of the world is coming type shit, because of her religious beliefs. She thinks that the US is what she calls, quote, Babylonian. It's Babylon. It's the Babylon. So she thinks it's all gonna happen here. She thinks like the main ending is happening on the US soil. And that's her belief. But yes, I have heard that, and a lot of religious people do think that the end is near. There's one woman in my building actually. She's an old white lady, a walker and everything, super old. I avoid this woman. I avoid her because the one time I said hi to this bitch. One
Oh
time I
God.
said hi to her. She goes, "You know the world's ending, huh?" I said. She's like, "Yeah, so you need to get right with God." I said, "Thank you. Have a good day."
We skipped the whole how's the weather, how's your day, what you walking to.
She said, "I don't give a fuck about that small talk. The world's ending. Get right with God." I
You're
said,
dying.
"Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Have a great day." And she goes, "Mm-hmm." Now, whenever I see her, I listen.
Did you get right with God, Miss Ma'am? Did you get right with God? You doing good? That's what she gonna be checking in on.
I'm getting right. I feel like I'm getting right. My thing is like the way she said it told me she hated me. I don't know, cause like she's white, old, so she probably hates me because I'm Puerto Rican. She probably hates me because I'm queer. She probably thinks I'm going to hell. So when she said "get right with God," I think she meant it like that, like
Yes.
repent, tell him your sins, and leave your sinful life behind. And I'm like, girl, listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If hell is a place and it really is as you guys say, baby, I've been there. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Porn since young, love sex, drugs. I have lied many times, have
Then
stolen
lived it.
many times, partying, drinks, weed, sex, more weed. Like if hell is a place and it's as strict as y'all say, baby, I don't think any of us are getting in. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? So I don't know. But a lot of religious people do think, unfortunately, that the end is near. And that's why when I hear these things, I do feel like a little like, ooh, spooky. Because like, even if
Yeah.
we know where it's coming from, experts say this, whatever, it's still like, why now and why all at once? You know?
I don't have words for it because
Okay.
I think I'm skeptical on both ends. Like I do feel like there is some sort of
Okay.
coming,
Yeah, I
whether
agree.
it's the entire world as like we know it, whether it's this system we live in that's coming to an end, whether it's whatever you want to think about. There is, I think, an ending coming.
I agree.
Will it be this year? Will it be for the next 3 years that are remaining? I don't know.
Mhm.
But I think there's something coming. And that like I don't know. I can't fathom it because I'm like, oh, okay, I'm living. But like mm, I like I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I feel that, dude. I also think there's an end coming. My thing is like whether you're religious or like super scientific or somewhere in between. Like I think we all across the board feel like it's ending soon. I think we all don't really have a clear view on what's ending. Like scientists have been saying for a long time that we're overdue for another what is it called? Like extinction, mass extinction. Like the dinosaurs and shit like that. We're overdue for a mass extinction. There are multiple volcanoes that are overdue for a good eruption that could take us out, or at least take a portion of us out. And then like if you're somewhere in between, then you're probably looking at like the political systems and you feel like that's coming to an end. And then if you're religious, all of the Bibles, listen, they all have been saying the list is there. People being sent back to their homelands where they came from their homes. Think of deportation, mass deportation, the weather, like a whole bunch of all the signs are there. And no matter where you are, you feel it in the pit of yourself, like something is going to change massively or end. And if we all feel it, no matter what our belief is,
I
you
think it's
know,
there.
yeah.
I think it's there.
I just don't think anyone really knows what it's gonna look like. Salute.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think that's why I'm like I can't fathom. Like I can just take
Yeah.
guesses like how we just said, but I'm like, that's all I have.
Yeah.
I ain't running. I ain't running. I might just have to sit and just watch this bitch burn everything. I'm just like, oh, I lived life.
Hey, you're gonna approach it better than me. Whatever I do, I'm gonna be crying, screaming, throwing up. Listen. You might take me out, but it won't be without a fight. Shit. I will fight. I will fight in the
What,
sense that I'm a cry, scream, throw up.
what cross? That's not fight.
That's my fight.
No, my fight is listen, I hope I live my life. That's all I want to be able to say. That's why
Yeah.
like I think even having this little moment I'm having right now, that's all I want to be able to say. That I just got to live my life. That's it. Cause now you feel me? I don't know. You put it like right in my face. Every day for ain't granted. You never know. We don't got an expiration date to be like, you have till is it no.
I don't think I
Any
would
moment.
want to know. I wouldn't want to know. No.
I don't think I would want to know.
That
I
would,
just no.
yeah. Well, guys, y'all gotta let me know. Are y'all feeling like the end is near? And if you do, what do you think is gonna be the end? What do you think is gonna look like? What's gonna happen in
Oh my God,
your
do you think
field?
aliens will come and take over? I'm here for that one. I ain't running. I ain't running. Take me with you. I join. I
Yeah,
join.
I joined is crazy. Honestly, I might like if they came down and they was like whatever. I'd be like cute. Like what's y'all system like? Like what's your world look like? Maybe I could get with it.
Take me with you.
I got
Take me
questions.
with you.
Are you gonna
No
probe
questions
me?
needed.
Are you gonna probe me?
Give me the mask so I can learn how to breathe up in the air. That's
Are
it.
you
Just take
gonna
me with
force
you.
me to be like a slave or something? Because I wouldn't want that. Like, I got questions. I got questions.
No, they're advanced from us. That's how I'm thinking. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. They're better than we are. They
I'm
have
not
none of
giving
that
them no
nonsense.
benefit. I don't trust nothing. Not even extraterrestrials, especially not extraterrestrials. I don't trust shit. You gotta tell me what's happening. God damn it. Tell me what I'm walking into.
That one I'll go freely. Just take me.
That's
Maybe I can
crazy.
become like an avatar and just be in a little can and then have like this little like blue body and like not a nose or they have like noses and then I'm just like living my life and I'm just outside.
Ah.
That's what I think. I don't know, but hey, that's my little delusional mind because I can't swim. Like I would be with a mermaid, but like I can't swim, so I can't do that.
Yeah, if it was like a mermaid situation, siren situation, I wouldn't mind. And they're like, we can turn you into this. I'd be like, all right, cool, let's do it. Like that's so
Immediately,
cute.
immediately. Yep.
That's so cute. Alien though, no. Alien, you got me fucked up. Also, but even with the mermaid sirens, I'd still have questions. I'd be like, so where are we in the food chain? Like, what are our powers? Okay. No, I got too many questions. I got too many fucking questions. No matter what it is, I need to know. I need to know a lot of things. But listen, y'all, let us know down below if you feel like the end is near. If you do, what do you think is gonna happen? As always, thank you for joining us in this episode. We appreciate you. Thank you for being patient with us. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Tell a friend
Do
to tell
all
a
of
friend.
it.
Bye. Stay safe on these streets.
Bye. Stay warm.
Yeah, it's true. Bye.